Tyler Perry is an American filmmaker, actor, playwright, author, songwriter, entrepreneur, and philanthropist. He is the creator and performer of the Madea character, a tough elderly woman. Perry's films vary in style, from orthodox filmmaking techniques to filmed productions of live stage plays. Many of his stage play films have been subsequently adapted as feature films. Perry wrote and produced many stage plays during the 1990s and early 2000s. He also developed several television series, most notably Tyler Perry's House of Payne, which ran for 8 seasons on TBS from 2006 to 2012. In 2011, Forbes listed him as the highest paid man in entertainment, earning $130 million between May 2010 and May 2011. In 2012, Perry struck an exclusive multi-year partnership with Oprah Winfrey and her Oprah Winfrey Network OWN. The partnership was largely for the sake of bringing scripted television to OWN, based on Perry's previous success in this area. Perry has created multiple scripted series for the network, The Haves and the Have-Nots crime drama being its most successful. The Haves and the Have-Nots gave OWN some of its highest ratings during its 8-year series run. The program hailed as one of OWN's biggest success stories with its weekly dose of soapy fun, filled with the typical betrayals, affairs, and manipulations. Around 1990, Perry moved to Atlanta, where 2 years later, I Know I've Been Changed was first performed at a community theater, financed by the 22-year-old Perry's $12,000 life savings. The play included Christian themes of forgiveness, dignity, and self-worth. While addressing issues such as child abuse and dysfunctional families, the musical initially received a less than stellar reception and was a financial failure. Perry persisted, and over the next 6 years, he rewrote the musical repeatedly. The lackluster reviews continued. In 1998, at age 28, he succeeded in retooling the play and restaging it in Atlanta, first at the House of Blues, then at the Fox Theater. Perry continued to create new stage productions, touring with them on the so-called Chitlin circuit, now also known as the Urban Theater Circuit. Perry developing a large, devoted following among African American audiences. In 2005, Forbes reported that he had sold more than $100 million in tickets, $30 million in videos of his shows, and an estimated $20 million in merchandise. And the 300 live shows he produces each year are attended by an average of 35,000 people a week. Perry raised a $5.5 million budget, in part from the ticket sales of his stage productions, to fund his first movie, Diary of a Mad Black Woman, which went on to gross $50.6 million domestically, while scoring a 16% approval rating at the film review website Rotten Tomatoes. Perry made his directorial debut on his next film, an adaptation of Madea's Family Reunion, and has directed all of his subsequent Madea films. On its opening weekend, February 2006, Madea's Family Reunion opened at number 1 at the box office with $30.3 million. The film eventually grossed $65 million. Perry and his co-stars promoted the film on The Oprah Winfrey Show. As with Diary, almost all of the Madea's earnings have been generated in the United States. Perry's next Lionsgate project, Daddy's Little Girls, starred Gabrielle Union and Idris Elba, and was released in the United States on February 2007. It grossed over $31 million. Perry wrote, directed, produced, and starred in his next film, Why Did I Get Married? Released on October 2007, it opened at number 1, grossing $21.4 million that weekend. It is loosely based on his play of the same name. Filming began March 5, 2007 in Whistler, British Columbia, a resort town north of Vancouver, then moved to Atlanta, where Perry had opened his own studio. Janet Jackson, Sharon Leal, Jill Scott, and Tasha Smith appeared in the film. Perry's 2008 film, Meet the Browns, released on March 21, opened at number 2, with a $20.1 million weekend gross. The Family That Prays opened on September 12, 2008, and grossed over $37.1 million. Madea Goes to Jail opened at number 1 on February 20, 2009, grossing $41 million and becoming his largest opening to date. This was Perry's 7th film with Lionsgate Entertainment, at the request of director J.J. Abrams. In 2009, Perry had a small role as the Starfleet Academy Commandant Admiral in Star Trek, which opened on May 8. This was his first film appearance outside of his own projects. Perry next wrote, directed, and starred in I Can Do Bad All By Myself, a film structured around his Madea character. This was Perry's 8th film, and it also made #1 at the box office. In 2009, Perry teamed with Oprah Winfrey to present Precious, a film based on the novel Push by Sapphire. Why Did I Get Married Too? The sequel to Why Did I Get Married opened in theaters on April 2010. It featured Janet Jackson, Tasha Smith, Jill Scott, and Malik Yoba. The film grossed $60 million domestically, with $29 million made the opening weekend. Perry appeared in the stage show Madea's Big Happy Family, which toured the US as a stage play and was released as a movie in 2011. Written, directed by, and starring Perry. The film version of Madea's Big Happy Family raked in $25.8 million at the box office, taking second place. Perry's next film with Lionsgate was Good Deeds, in which Perry plays lead character Wesley Deeds. Good Deeds is a romantic drama film written, directed by, and starring Perry. The film was released on February 2012. It is the 10th of 11 films that Perry directed and appears in. The film received a 29% rating by review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes and opened with the box office $15.5 million gross. The movie also stars Thandie Newton, Rebecca Romijn, Gabrielle Union, Eddie Cibrian, Jamie Kennedy, Felicia Rashad. As of June 2011, Perry's films had grossed over $500 million worldwide. Perry's Madea's Witness Protection, his 7th film within the Madea franchise, was released on June 29, 2012. Perry took over the role of James Patterson's Alex Cross from Morgan Freeman for a new film in the series, titled Alex Cross. The film, which opened on October 2012, was panned by critics and audiences. His performance gained the attention of director David Fincher, who subsequently cast Perry in his 2014 thriller Gone Girl, co-starring with Ben Affleck, Rosamund Pike, and Neil Patrick Harris. Perry released his 13th film, Temptation, Confessions of a Marriage Counselor, based on his 2008 play of the same name, on March 2013. The film stars Lance Gross, Journey Smollett, Brandy Norwood, Robbie Jones, Vanessa Williams, and Kim Kardashian. He produced Tyler Perry Presents Peoples, released on May 2013. He returned to the big screen with The Madea Christmas, released on December 2013. Perry directed the film The Single Moms Club, which opened on March 2014. His first animated movie, Madea's Tough Love, was released on DVD January 2015. In mid-January 2016, Perry started filming his 17th film, and 9th within the Madea franchise, Boo! A Madea Halloween. The film was released on October 2016. A sequel, Boo! 2! A Madea Halloween, was released in October 2017. Perry, alongside Oprah Winfrey, lent his voice in his first computer-animated film, called The Star, which is based on the Nativity of Jesus. Developed by Sony Pictures Animation, the film was released on November 2017. In 2015, Perry acquired the 330-acre former military base Fort McPherson, located in Atlanta, which he converted to studios. The studios were used to film the HBO films or own film version of The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, and is currently in ongoing use for the television series The Walking Dead. 50,000 square feet of the site are dedicated to standing permanent sets, including a replica of a luxury hotel lobby, a White House replica, a 16,000 square foot mansion, a mock-cheap hotel, a trailer park set, and a real 1950s-style diner that was relocated from a town 100 miles away. It also hosts 12 sound stages named after highly accomplished African Americans in the entertainment industry. The blockbuster Marvel film, Black Panther, was the first to be filmed on one of the new stages at Tyler Perry Studios, as announced personally by Perry on his Instagram account in 2018. Tyler Perry Studios is one of the largest film studios in the nation and established Perry as the second African American to outright own a major film studio, after Tim and Daphne Reed. On June 2017, Perry signed a long-term deal with Viacom for 90 episodes, year of original drama and comedy series. Viacom will also have distribution rights to short video content and a first look at film concepts. The first film from this deal was Nobody's Fool. The TV deal began fall 2019 with The Oval, Sistas, and BET, plus a brand new streaming service premiering with strong ratings for BET. As of January 2023, Tyler Perry's net worth is $1 billion. Tyler Perry's $100 million mansion in Douglas County that show an estate that rivals or would even surpass something that Elvis Presley would have envied. The 40,000 square foot mansion rests atop 2,100 acres in Douglasville, just outside of Atlanta, and a short drive from Tyler Perry Studios. The estate also features a massive lap pool and a rather grand property entrance.